I was abandoned at age 12, forgotten for 18 years, and during my siblings' flawless marriage ceremony, I exposed their deceptions and emerged with a message they couldn't ignore. The venue went quiet as I lifted the mic. Numerous gazes locked onto me, puzzled murmurs spread through the space. My folks paused while drinking. Adrian's face hardened. I displayed an old picture of a young boy left behind at a fuel stop and stated, "This was me. This shows what relatives acted like when they sped off and never returned." Shocked breaths pierced the hush. Emily stared, confused. My mom's mouth opened like she aimed to halt me, but no words emerged, and right then, on the evening of my brother's ideal nuptials, all they'd hidden for 18 years resurfaced forcefully. I'm Ethan, now 30, yet some recollections linger and worsen instead of fading. They become clearer as time passes. I rarely talk about my early years. Not due to forgetting, but because voicing it makes it seem more real. It transports me back to being 12, positioned in that fuel station lot. I gripped a sweet treat I couldn't afford, observing my parents' rear lights disappear into darkness. It occurred in August, right before classes started. We'd gone on one of those terrible family unity trips my mother insisted we required. But bonding at home involved acting like my dad's outbursts were insightful, and my elder brother Adrian's every average idea was a gift to the world. I was the silent type, too emotional, quiet, and often an obstacle. That specific day, I accidentally tipped over a soda in the rear seat. Adrian, 16 and skilled at shifting fault, grinned and claimed I meant to do it. Dad stopped at the following gas pump along the road, his glare intense. "You're no infant now," he shouted. "Want to behave mature. Find your path back yourself." Initially, I chuckled. I figured it was one of his cruel pranks, but the SUV's rear slammed closed and they just left. I chased briefly, yelling their names, but my calls broke and faded beneath engine noises and wheels. A worker poked his head from the station entrance, smoke hanging from his mouth, and eyed me like I was another lost animal ditched there. That evening, I rested under the station's trash area, curled tight, my pulse racing with every vehicle passing. I remember tracking the time, 80 miles from residence. No cash, no device, no contacts. When I pleaded for help, the worker declined. He grumbled, "Not running a nursery, child." I held back tears. I think part of me hardened that night. The section that trusted kin ties were lasting. Next day, I located a public phone and dialed Mrs. Grace, an instructor I relied on. She collected me and transported me to town. I told her my parents probably overlooked me. She doubted it. I sensed her tighten her hold on the wheel, but she didn't probe. She just left me there, made sure I ate, and promised I could reach her anytime. No one acted shocked when I entered our home's main door. Nobody said sorry. Mom glanced from her computer and said, "You took your time." Adrian lounged on the sofa, gaming, and whispered, "Should have hurried." Dad acted like nothing occurred. At breakfast the following day, he merely nodded like all was normal. That marked when I stopped attempting to belong. I finished high school as an invisible figure in corridors, ate alone, and learned quietly. I departed at 18, juggled 3 positions, attended local college, then transferred to a distant university without notice. I updated my contact info, left no new location, and for once started living independently. I've built an existence they ignore over the past 10 years. I turned into a programmer, relocated to a place where nobody echoed phrases like "toughen up" as if they healed wounds. My pals call me stable and dependable. I adopted a stray pup named Shadow, a timid mix who cowers at sharp sounds. We relate. I never anticipated contact from them, but a week ago an envelope reached my place. No sender info, but the script on front was clearly Mom's, swirling and bold. I opened it cautiously, half expecting a lawsuit or another indirect nasty remark about deserting kin. But it was bulky. Inside, Adrian's nuptial invite shone in golden script, all showy and official, the sort that shouted fake splendor and forced grins. Folded inside was a sheet of lined paper, written by them. "Ethan, we know our bond has been tense, but Adrian's tying the knot, and your attendance would mean much to us all. He asked us to reach you personally. We hope you'll attend. We'd like to link up again." Mom and Dad extending as if zero happened, like they hadn't ditched me to decay near a fuel stop bin at 12 without remorse. Like Adrian wasn't the favored child whose influence I couldn't evade. I stared at the message long. My fingers gripped the paper's side, creasing it, and briefly I thought of discarding it. Nearly. But then something held me. I turned the invite. Elegant venue, open-air event, attire formal. Even a scan code for responses. As if I were a remote kin. As if they hadn't shown me what being expendable meant, I reread the note. It matters to the kin. Curious, since I wasn't that child they tossed roadside anymore, and if they sought me in the scene, I had ideas on presenting it. I didn't reply right away, but I started planning silently and precisely as usual, because some obligations aren't settled verbally but face-to-face. Sometimes appearing is the strongest statement. When I spotted Adrian's bride's name, Charlotte Kensington, scripted in raised letters on the invite, I grasped the event's style. Upper-middle elegance, elaborate games, a string group, and custom drink cloths with their letters. The Kensingtons were area elites, inherited wealth, rumors, and feuds. Emily was vaguely familiar from school, always attired like heading to service or a meeting, even at 15. The girl who never fought for notice since it came gifted like legacy. So Adrian won her, naturally. The appealing first son, athlete's grin, parents who shielded him like royalty. My parents likely flaunted their pride like accessories. I looked her up digitally that night. She matched expectations. Dentistry grad, polished social feed with uplifting quotes and coffee designs. Betrothal photos under a tree from a bridal mag. One entry linked their event site. I accessed it. Welcome to Adrian and Emily's big day, countdown 3 weeks. Spot, Stonebrook Winery and Inn. Registry at Bloomingdale's, Crate and Barrel, Amazon. Attire, black tie optional. Arrive half-hour prior to start. Shuttles from visitor lodging, thrilled to share with loved ones and kin. Kin, yes, even a part called our romance. Adrian penned it, or from his view. It sounded like PR crafted. I've always trusted destiny, but nothing readied me for Emily. Her poise, her compassion, how she gazed and saw beyond my old self. You become someone else than before. I reread the phrase thrice, then recalled him as before. A tormentor in slacks, a deceiver with aura. The same boy who pushed me into water at my 12th party and told parents I fell. I walked soaked while others had treats. They chuckled over it years. I hadn't intended to go, not till that phrase, since Adrian was revising his history, thinking no side effects to maturity. And abruptly those who ditched me called me kin once more. I skipped online reply, too simple. Instead, I asked a former school pal, Jenny, now in shipping, to deliver a luxury suit in deep navy, tailored with vest like from a spy film. I booked a suite at the listed upscale visitor inn, prepaid under a varied name. Didn't want them aware yet. I figured if they aimed to act like history vanished, I'd return the favor. 2 weeks prior, I emailed the response address. Emily replied, excited for the festivity, please keep my attendance secret. Want to astonish the pair. Ethan. No answer but read. In the lead-up week, I freed my calendar, got a watcher for Shadow, packed minimally. Just the outfit, shined footwear, and an aged, creased image of me at 12 outside that fuel stop with bag and empty look. Mrs. Grace captured it the day she fetched me. She made a copy later and sent with note, you endured. Hadn't planned its use, but felt right to carry. Arriving at the winery day before, it resembled a film scene, hills rolling, wood beams gleamed, twinkly lights on arches, perfect climate, ideal crowd. All designed for coziness and class, but excluding types like me intentionally. The practice dinner hummed. I observed from a shaded patio spot, shades on, jacket over arm. No one spotted me initially, then I saw her. Mom. Slimmer than memory, like a balloon slowly losing air but holding form. Her locks dyed deeper brown, nearly auburn, wearing pearls clashing her tanned neck. She laughed that sharp, fragile laugh like proving she was fine. Dad beside her in jacket likely with same clip inside. He'd snap it dramatically to show provision. His features puffier than recalled, like existence fought back. They chatted with Emily's folks, grinning, handshakes, praising Adrian in tones that irked me. I avoided them, not now. But Adrian pivoted, and after almost 20 years our eyes met, his demeanor dropped. Not alerting others, but I saw. The flash, the silent, why's he here? Across his trimmed face. He lifted a drink to me, paused, then averted like unseen. But he knew. More, he hadn't told them I arrived. I slipped out pre-toast, returned to lodging, pulse racing with thrill. Hands shook lightly, not fear, but eagerness. They'd invited me back to join kin. I'd demonstrate what that entailed without words yet. Wedding dawn came, foggy and charged. I stood by hotel's tall window, viewing mist over Vine Hills like cinema. Slept little, not anxious, just recalling. Mind looped all like mute film, chilly ground by fuel stop. Mrs. Grace's face arriving. Home's quiet on return. I pressed my top meticulously, smoothing folds like erasing marks. Then grabbed the old image, creased and dim. Young me gazed afar, eyes big with fear and doubt. Slipped it in chest pocket under fabric square by heart. Shuttled to sight full of strangers. Far relatives, old locals, Emily's schoolmates, all discussed place, views, outfits. None noticed me, like that. Stepping off, area transformed. White seats on lawn like pieces. Flower frame central with cream blooms and soft leaves. Soft tunes aired, servers offered bubbly like treasure. Truly stunning. Stayed rear, saw them. Parents front row, greeting attendees, chatting efficient. Dad guffawed loud. Mom clutched white flowers ill-suited. Adrian aside in sharp suit, talking probable groomsmen. Emily absent yet. Then it happened. Elder lady neared, silver hair neat, blue garb. She eyed me briefly, smiled kindly. You must be Ethan, I nodded. Yes. I'm Catherine Kensington, Emily's mom, naturally. I stood taller, offered hand. She took it gracefully, but with more. Interest, Adrian mentioned you might attend. Just to say, glad you're here. My alert rose, he said might. She affirmed, smile firmer. He noted some rift, but saw this as step to heal. Could have laughed, didn't. Instead, he's hopeful. She grinned awkwardly now. Anyway, welcome, tell if need anything. Watched her leave, shoes sinking grass. So Adrian told her kin, not mine. Notable. Event started standard. Soft music, seats shuffled, leader coughed. Emily appeared, radiant and perfect as anticipated. Group inhaled collectively. She proceeded aisle to soft claps. Adrian under frame like royal claiming throne, I observed back silent. Write brief, standard promises, nervous chuckles. I do's traded like coins. Then declare, kiss, cheers, thus married. Reception unraveled it. In large glass room over vines. Lights dangled like ice falls. Tables with orchid centers and candle floats. Guests guided by scripted cards. Mine missing. I neared parents' table calmly, empty seat by them, card for kin. I lingered. Mom's eyes met mine. Oh, you came, she whispered, wine sip hardly rising. Evidently, I replied. Dad silent, looked unreadable, leaned away like unwanted query. I said evenly, no card for me. Mom shrugged, oversight probably, maybe another table. We didn't arrange seats. Of course, scanned around, tables near full, laughs everywhere. Then spotted Adrian afar, talking Emily and two suited men. He saw, no grin, walked to me. Hey, he said softly, pleased you made it. No credit to you, I stated. He sighed, look. Didn't expect you'd show, but you sent invite. I had parents send. Not same, my teeth grit. Thought you'd ignore, proceed as usual, he added. Eyed him bronzed, groomed, assured. Man never paid in suffering or quiet. Came to see if you recall, I said low. Recall what? No answer, pulled image from coat, held it, let it convey. His face shifted, subtle but true. Eyes to pick me back, swallowed, ages ago. Yes, you said nothing, never urged return, never checked safe home. He glanced round like overheard. Ethan, bad evening. You were overreacting then, thought you moved on. I have, inside calmed. Not here to wreck wedding, said, relax. He gave brief, empty chuckle, good, but staying for toasts. Eyed me unsure bluff, wasn't best payback subtle, precise, and I'd crafted unforgettable words. Ballroom lights softened as staff cleared final dishes. Attendees hummed in bubbly fog, some reclined full, others swayed in tidy groups to quartet and nook. Adrian and Emily at main table, names gold behind. All gleamed, glasses, utensils, folks. Man in light suit tapped glass. Room hushed. Time for words from those closest to pair. Polite claps, Emily's dad stood first. Voice polished, mix of riches and kindness. Spoke her youth aspirations, first Adrian mention. Joked Adrian so nice we missed he aimed higher. Laughs all. Groomsman, Adrian's dorm mate next, kept fun. Frat events, Adrian's cooking fail, lucky with Emily, expected talk. Bit heart humor smooth, host mic again, checklist. Now Ethan with special toast, room stilled, shifted. Parents halted mid-bite, Adrian's face tensed. Emily blinked, puzzled. I rose, walked slow to mic, ignoring fidgets. Whispers some, others confused who or why I spoke. Tapped mic once. Echoed, evening all, voice steady. I'm Ethan, Adrian's little brother. Head snapped. Words rippled calm water, murmurs almost heard. Brother. Wasn't certain attending tonight, continued. Debated weeks, haven't talked family 18 years. Quiet, heavy kind, air sucked out, got invites suddenly. No call, mail, card, note said, means much if you come. Let words settle, pulled pick from pocket. Me at 12, held up guest strained C. Taken morning after parents left me fuel stop 80 miles home. Spilled drink car instead punish, drove off, said toughen, handle. Crowd shifted, uneasy looks, soft glass set. Didn't return call, slept under bin, home only teacher fetched next day. No sorry from parents or Adrian till invite, thought they fine acting I non-existent. Looked parents. Dad pale, mom mouth ajar, trying word but slow. Not here ruin night. Said, Emily, seem kind, your kin welcoming. Adrian always good facade. Hit face cracked second. But wedding's honesty, truth, not honest, pretend, close or home, protected, not survived. Room dead quiet, breaths held. Invited for perfect day, brother prop, looked Adrian. This my present, placed pick on main table before him, reminder kin when abandoned. Turned from mic careful, left stunned hush, few gasps. Passing parents' table, heard mom whisper name low, dad rose, but I kept going, no look. Exited side hall into cool night, music faded. Wasn't mad, not trembling, free. But freedom odd, not always instant peace. Sometimes just quiet, pondering next. Ride back lodging silent. No band, glasses, forced laughs off walls, just tires, gravel, thoughts hum catching. Didn't go room right, walked vine path behind lodging between dark rows under stars. Each step from hall, chest eased. Still heard mom's sharp call, saw Adrian's face break live, felt confused eyes piecing erased from kin pick. Most life thought phantom in family. But tonight showed I'm real memories. Memory dangerous, especially when others rely forget. Back lodging voicemail unknown. Ethan, Emily, voice soft, steady-edged, not what expected. Wish informed, just say, not mad you spoke. Deserved, sorry, hung no call back. First sorry 18 years, not from kin. Left early next, no meal, no farewells, quick note to desk cancel rest, bill me. Didn't linger see aftermath, new parents Adrian deny or twist misunderstanding or both. But pick stayed on table when left. Kept suit, ditch tie, headed home. But real home, small place, shadow greeted barks, tail wag, unexpected happened. Folks contacted. Cousin Sophie via worksite heard speech from attendee, sorry never asked where after vanished. Said odd no mention but thought not pry. Chatted she asked visit. Not yes, not no. Mrs. Grace messaged, recalled, kept pick. Always wondered you wrote. Proud Ethan. Hadn't cried years did that night. Quiet, painful release like held breath long, finally out. Slept better, rose earlier, found flow, work easier, code neater, longer walks shadow, started writing, shorts, pieces, order head chaos. Week later, email from nonprofit worker for abandoned youth. Heard speech via friend at event, called quietly strong ever. Asked speak retreat, not inspire, but lived it. Yes, one became two for, then panel offer uni on kin split, heal trauma. No suit there, simple top, pants, sometimes jacket polish. Always carried pick, showed speaking. Told story exact, no ads, truth. Each time someone said me too, not alone, never. Voice once too soft, emotional, quiet, found strength. Not revenge, not fully, but strength. Each helped, story heard, hand shook, grew. Not anger, but clearness, assurance. While Adrian back to wife, shiny image, unaware wave I started, or I'm not done. Since their side soon seek answers. Emily emailed again, not brief, nice, crafted. Raw, Ethan, question, honest. Parents really leave you 12? Asked Adrian, no deny, said complicated. But your tell sounded sure, like carried weight long. If true, need more, please, stared message long. Emily could shut, call drama, dismiss bitter. She sought truth, wouldn't squander. Replied all no flair, no over facts. Gas stop, home quiet, school alone, name unspoken, rewrote kin like flaw erased. No blame her, no sides, facts let be. She answered next day. Believe you need process, never told. Adrian said only child till engaged, erased you, now wonder what else altered. Meet coffee, us too. Like crackin' once perfect glass. Knew not push, said yes, her pick time place. Met week later, quiet cafe 2 towns from their home. She no cosmetics, jewels, wedding shine, hoodie jeans, hair tied, eyes puffy like no sleep. Sat no greet, asked what else they do. Told. Not all, not tiny hurts, 1,000 cuts unseen, but big. Like mom forgot birthday twice, blamed me no remind. Or dad no sign, small loan, said waste, while gave Adrian 5,000 vacation. Emily hands on cup hole, questions, notes mind, listen no defend. Adrian said you left teen, dramatic, called you ghost at wedding. Blinked, they said ghost. She yes, couldn't help laugh, not funny but fitting. Didn't lose son, I said, buried one. Emily silent, then leaned soft. What scares most? Waited, she said, what if to our kids someday? Shift happened, Adrian unaware. Emily stood before more, needed time, thankful, not ready talk him. But contact? 3 days before mail letter, no sender like before, now dad's script, not mom's. Inside note tight uneven. Ethan, not sure your aim, but helps none, shames kin. Drop it if stir more results. Gave second shot include, don't regret. Dad there, no sorry regret, threat as pride. Sat with note while placed by 12 pick, 2 relics same past, smiled, finally proof his hand showed who is. Scanned letter, safe spot, back 2 clouds, grabbed phone. Called reporter from trauma panel, said if share story help proper, she picked first. Ready, I said, but I